Ruth, there's a bunch of boats over here.
Yeah. They do sailing camp.
Sailing camp?
Mm-hmm. They regattas too, but this is a sailing camp.
For
So
like
go on a microphone
kids?
and start
For like kiddos?
telling them what to do. Yeah.
No way. I wanted to ask you just like a couple of I had like 3 questions to kind of like give a little bit of a feel of Charleston. And
Okay.
one of those is like, what do you do? Because what you do is super cool.
I work here. I am the events coordinator for Historic Charleston Foundation. So I get to plan different fundraising events that support our missions of education, preservation, and advocacy in supporting the cultural livability of the city, beautiful Charleston.
How many times do you have to say that? Because that was that was perfect.
The Historic Charleston Foundation is celebrating its 75th year this year actually. We've had 75 years of amazing preservation work and fundraising, including our Festival of Houses and Gardens, of which I am chair liaison.
Oh!
But no, I get to work
I'm
with
telling you, she's
all kinds
the
of
Charleston
homeowners.
gal.
I get to work with all kinds of, just a lot of different people. It keeps it really interesting.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi!
Good, how are you?
Wonderful. Have a wonderful day.
Thank
You
you.
too. You absolutely love your job.
I do.
I would say you love the part of working, like involvement with Charleston. It's like such a specific, like you do events. They're so specific to Charleston. It's not just like weddings in Charleston. It's like you are preserving and being a part
so
of
much
Charleston.
constantly about the history, the behind the scenes, the architecture of the city. We have different focuses on settlement communities, housing affordability, water, flood control. It's just like so much deeper. And
That's amazing.
while I'm not involved in necessarily those deep city-focused topics, I'm helping to generate the funding to go towards those different missions,
So
which
cool.
is really cool.
It sounds like to me that these are conversations you never had before about Charleston, and just to be exposed to it, it probably deepens your appreciation of like not only just living here, but of Charleston as a whole. That a lot of people don't really realize. Like, there's so many people like me who are just walking the Battery, this beautiful whatever, and this is like such the surface of really what all happens here.
Yeah, some of these homeowners have had these homes for years, or some of them just really appreciate the architecture of Charleston, but also to be around people with such money, but also the passion to use that money for preservation work is
amazing.
Is really interesting.
Because you've told me before, and tell me maybe I'm just stringing 2 thoughts together. Bill Murray is very much like involved.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
He walked up to me on Friday night for my event.
Wait, no.
No, I was doing check-in with my little clipboard, and he was like, "So what's going on here tonight?" And I stayed super chill, and he was like, and one of the person that was with me didn't think I knew who he was, and they tried to invite him in and want to take a photo, and then he just walked away after I told him about the event. But I had a whole conversation with Bill Murray.
Okay.
I was right. It was right next to the chimney.
Oh, this one?
Mm-hmm.
You've seen.
Edmondston-Alston house.
Say that one more time.
Edmondston-Alston house.
Cool. Apparently, I was told that all these window boxes in Charleston are because at one point, like back hundreds of years ago, the flowers outside of everyone's house like that kept
The smell.
from the smell. Was that you who told me that?
Well, I do know that the shutters, usually the first floor shutters, are not like that. They don't have holes in them because they would shut them so that they wouldn't smell. The holes in the shutters usually start on the second floor.
Oh my gosh.
We're heading back inside.
Small pools behind them, and you would never know.
Really?
Or huge yards. Yeah.
Could you imagine?
It's amazing.
Amazing.
I want to be a bird here.
Yeah, honestly. So we weren't allowed to go in there, but like I'm trying to take my takeaways from that, and it's like crazy that the family still owns that property.
Yes.
That like the great grandson of the whomever, they like live
Smiths.
upstairs. The Smiths, yes, but they were
I'm trying to figure out who they are. I bet they're
they came from the Austins.
part of our.
But there was no lineage left. There was no son, so it went to a cousin, who was the Smiths,
Yeah.
and she's a Smith.
And now we're gonna go to the Nathaniel Russell house.
Okay.
Should be good. This is a beautiful garden where we had it all
This looks familiar.
tented. I get to do all kinds of cocktail events here on the regular. It's wonderful.
Living vicariously through your stories and stories on Instagram, literally.
Was the gift shop, and they pulled back some drywall, and they found all of this was just underneath. They completely covered it up.
This was the
door-
gift shop, and this was
yeah.
the enslaved quarters, and they
Yes.
just covered it up. Who covered it up?
Whoever owned it before the foundation.
Oh my god.
But they're obviously redoing it. That was where they would sleep. This was the kitchen quarters. That would have been the workyard outside and where the animals were. But they're doing all kinds of archaeological digs on this right now. And it's really interesting thing over there. There's a lot of rat poop and stuff, and it's gross. But rat pee freezes anything in time. It like crystallizes in a way.
Almost like amber.
So food, yes, food, hair, clothing particles, anything they pulled was found in their pea nests. Gross but cool.
Oh my gosh.
The staircase is very famous and one of a kind in Charleston. There's a beautiful picture I'll have you take from the top looking down.
Oh my goodness.
This would have been the office area, and you would have only gotten to go past those doors if you were a man that was, you know,
Of some kind of significance at the time.
yeah, coming to meet the ladies upstairs or doing a business deal. But most of that would have taken place in here. So this was family or important area. This is the dining room, which they didn't actually know was the dining room until they carved off something that was covering this and found this. And the symbolism of this with the grapes and the child and the animals and whatever represents dining. And so that's how they knew it was the dining room. And pieces of this type of china, it's the butterfly china, were found, and they recreated it, and they sell this at the shop.
Oh my gosh. What do you think of that pattern print? Would you put that in your house?
Orange, but I love butterflies.
I could see.
The
I like
whole
that
idea
color.
of a china for weddings is cool.
Is this the original potential colors of this room?
A lot of paint analysis, and that's why I was asking you about the white. I was surprised. I mean, this is 1820s.
Oh, because the other place was very like more modern, beigey.
This is where the ladies would have had breakfast. They would have looked out over the workyard, had their, you know, eggs, worked on their.
When you say ladies, who are the ladies?
So this is the Nathaniel Russell house, but he was married to Mrs. Russell, who was actually an older woman, and they only had one daughter. And they would have had other people from the community, whatever, but she was actually a very independent woman. They kept their finances separated. I love
The details. All done by, I assume, always by hand. It's just crazy. Like in our modern world, we're like, oh no way, that's not done by hand. It's like, yeah, that's all done by
And
hand.
this weird blue thing, it talks about it on
Oh.
the tour, but he was trying to be modern.
Oh.
Like that. What the carpet would have looked like.
So this is what that carpet probably looked like.
We don't get to use any of these pieces for events. They're all collection items.
From the family themselves. Wow, it's very cool.
The rest are all original period pieces. And Mr. Russell was actually from Pennsylvania, which was rare to have someone come from
The north to come
and
here.
so I think a lot of the family went back, so we get sent random furniture sometimes from, not that often,
I wonder what brought him here.
the merchant, the port.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Down there, it looks like it's a carving.
It still looks like carving here.
Yeah, this is a pin and a flat one, so they-
Oh my gosh. So cool.
I love the gold in here.
Oh, this room is beautiful.
We did a cocktail for cute in here. It was wonderful. The gold is original. It's wonderful.
Wow.
So this would have been where they would spend most of their day. Learning, playing instruments, reading, inviting. Have you seen Bridgerton?
I haven't, but I know plenty about it.
So when they invite all the suitors over and they're basically interviewing them, this is where they would have done that.
Wow.
It would have hosted up here.
World. This looks like something in a scary movie.
This is the Nathaniel Russell house, but he was married to Mrs. Russell, who was actually an older woman, and they only had one daughter. So when they invite all the suitors over and they're basically interviewing them, this is where they would have done that. Wow. It would have hosted up here.
duels here? Like Alexander Hamilton kind of duels?
Yes.
What?
You wanna lead the way?
People died here?
I don't know.
Or got
People
shot
died
here?
everywhere here.
I-
Walking on bodies right now.
Ew. All right, everyone, that is the end of this adventure. Thank you so much for joining me today. And Ruth, thank you so much. Isn't she just the best, guys? I told you, she's just amazing. I love you so much, girl. Toast was so good and so much fun spending it with you. And also that French toast, just, I'm gonna be thinking about that for days. I wonder if I can somehow recreate that at home. Probably have to just come back. But then also the Edmondston-Alston's house, Nathaniel Russell house. What a cool experience. That was so neat to be on the insider loop of that. It was so neat to know a friend, Ruth, who has that kind of knowledge, and also that she lives downtown, and getting to ask her while we walked around the Battery what that's like. I love that I've moved to Charleston. Let me know in the comments if you would ever consider moving to Charleston. I've never regretted it. I feel like I'm always gonna have a home here. Even if I travel around, this will be my home base. That's where my brain's at right now. I mean, like, just look at these views. Just so pretty, so beautiful. If you like this kind of content, please give this video a thumbs up so that I know to continue making more of it. And I look forward to turning key again with you real soon.